What you about to witness is one of the most, if not the most epic beatdowns in comic book history. And when I mean epic, I mean highly enjoyable. Like you was reaching through the pages. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Absolute Batman, the annual #1. So you already know what to do. Get your utility belt, put on your cape and cowl, grab your Battle Axe, and roll that intro, cuz. Yeah. What's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Earth Mac, the Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media Channel. So today we are going to talk about Absolute Batman, the annual #1. Now, when it comes to annuals, there are like several stories that are in a book. So this one has 3 stories in it, and I'm going to cover just one. But every single story in this annual is very good, highly enjoyable. And Darren Warren Johnson is the author and the artist, along with James Harren, along with Meredith McLaren. So give them your flowers. You understand what I'm saying? Because they put their heart and soul in this Absolute Batman annual, and it's the reason why Absolute Batman is highly popular. And I know Scott Snyder's been working on Absolute Batman, but man, this Absolute Batman annual, woo, man, this thing is high octane. You about to find out. Let's go. So Absolute Batman opens up where Bruce Wayne is younger. Now, you know, he's talking to his dad. He has a lot of memories of his dad. So his dad is reading this newspaper about this extremist bombing, right? And Bruce is like, oh, why would they do that? And you're like, I have no clue why would they do that. You know, I'm just one person. I just don't know how to fix the world, but I know what I'm good at. I'm good at teaching. So if I can reach a kid at a very early age to know when something is absolutely wrong, when the world's telling you is right, then at least I'm putting my footprint in what exactly is going on in the world. And honestly, that's a cool way to look at things, honestly, because teachers are the backbone of our society, right? Like my mom's a school teacher, and that just speaks volumes, because you can change a kid's mind. Like you can actually mold a kid's mind and to know right from wrong, to know actual history, to be educated in, among other things. So from that standpoint, we go to Slaughter Swamp, which is outside the limits of Gotham City. Now, Bruce is looking for some weapons. Now, this is like the early years of Absolute Batman lore. So, and he's getting these weapons from this shady guy. He was like, sorry for the long drive from Gotham. He was like, come on in, city boy. He's like, now, as requested, explosives, modified rubber bullets, beanbags, the worst. He like, non-lethal? And he said, less lethal. He like, all right, that'll work. He like, I should know better than to ask, but what's all this for? And he like, I got my knees. And he like, and I got mine. So let me take this money and we out of here. Right? Now, from that standpoint, Bruce hears this noise and he see these guys jumping this mother and child. And from the standpoint, they said, let's see what we got. And you notice that they're Spanish speaking. And he says, what's that language you're spitting at us, huh? Don't you know where you are? Now, from that standpoint, Bruce Wayne got tired of seeing all of that shit. So basically, he puts dude square in the face. Square in the face. But unbeknownst to him, while he's saving the day, because remember, the guy that sold him the weapons actually turned his back on Bruce, hit him in the back of the head with a wrench, knocks him out, and those same guys jumps Bruce Wayne, only for Father Peters to show up to save him. He like, listen, stop, y'all quit doing this. And Father Peters actually knows one of the guys that's actually in this act, and this guy unmasked himself. They go away. Now, from that standpoint, you see Bruce Wayne like beaten and battered. Like he doesn't have like the full regalia or anything like that. He just does what's right. And so Peter says, I hope you don't mind. The hospital is a good hour away. Now they really got you good, got us good, I should say. And he like, it won't happen again. He was like, all right. He looked at his pictures like, is this you? He said, a long time ago, I made a lot of friends during that time. All of us chasing peace, a never-ending journey. as it seems. He's like the tattoo on the boy's arms, what it means. Now he says 6 months ago, we had an outsider come recruiting. I don't know much about him except that he's been filling the holes in the hearts of our boys. Of all the men here, really, he's given them a dark place to go. And Bruce says that says something was happening soon. He like the boy and his mother, they're from an encampment. He like I saw. Like they plan to run them all out of town tonight by any means necessary. And so Bruce grabs his shirt, and then, you know, the priest is like, where you going? He like, you stay here. He like, they torched the car. I'm sorry. He like, doesn't matter. He like, where are you going? What are you going to do? And he says, sometimes peace isn't an option. Now, from that standpoint, those same guys that jumped Bruce, they were getting ready to go to this encampment to basically abuse these people that just minding their own business, just trying to have their own typical way of life. And you see him get these figures from the city that's wearing their police regalia, which is brave, by the way. And like, listen, we're going to go clean this town up. That's basically what he's saying. And so he says, do you see us? Do you see me? I am the truth. I am power, pure power. And before he even finished the sentence, Batman shows up, breaks this guy's arm, which was the shot across the bow. It's like, this is your ringleader. When you break that guy's arm, it made people pay attention. Everybody stopped what they were doing. Now, from that standpoint, they was like, yo, get him. And I'm talking about boots to ass. Boots to ass. From the point is, you get a boot to the face. Now, this guy got to be dead. This guy got to go. Like, there's no way you survive a boot shot to the chin like that. You see the heel in the throat? There's no way he could survive that. And so, from that standpoint, they were like, yo, let's shoot this guy. But Batman grabs this dude, puts him on his shoulder, and I've seen the most deadliest one-winged angel I could possibly see. Kenny Omega couldn't even do it better. This man is for sure dead. Like, you see how he folded up on the accordion? Now, and let me tell you something. I savored this ass whipping. You understand what I'm saying? I savored this ass whipping because it was rightfully deserved. Batman was on a tear. We talking meat, all over the place. Batarangs in the eyes, batarangs in the skull, V-trigger to the face. I mean, full force to the face. Now, to that standpoint, the person that got the batarangs to the face is the same guy that sold him the weapons that he needed to do what he needed to do. Now, from that standpoint, he's saw the ringleader. The ringleader gets the gun. He like, yo, get away from me. He like, get away. And he fires off the shot. But he misses. And why did he miss? Because I'm talking straight again. Boots to ass, fist to face. And this guy got to be dead. There's no way. You saw his face all mushed up into the ground. And I mean, bow, bow, bow.
Teach a man how to squabble.
That's exactly how you popping off on this man. And to the point that the priest stops him. The priest covered the guy up. He's like, yo, please stop. And Batman says, this is my way. This is how I do things. Now, understand something. Batman ain't done, okay? Batman's not done. Now, if you know Batman as who he is in the main continuity in the DC universe, and you're like, damn, this Batman is a little bit more violent than the one that I remember. Of course it is, because this is not the same Batman from the main continuity. This is absolute Batman. This is a Batman that was created in Darkseid's universe from that standpoint. So the struggle of being a hero is more apparent here than on the main continuity. So, and also, if it's your first time reading Absolute Batman or Bruce Wayne is not rich, okay? His father is gone, but his mother is still alive. So, you take that. If you haven't read Absolute Batman, I'm sorry, go ahead and read Absolute Batman. It is something to read. You understand what I'm saying? We talking a 300+ pound man. The guy that is the size of Bane is Batman, regular Bane, but Absolute Bane is 2 times the size of that. but we ain't gonna get into that. Let's jump back into it. So just know that the 89 Batmobile is my favorite Batmobile until I saw the absolute Batman Batmobile. And this construction truck, this truck is towering, hulking. You got everything you need to mow down buildings and skyscrapers just by driving this thing. This thing is a wheeling fortress, and he finds it and he takes it to the main hub of these extremists. Like, sorry, let me just tell you what it is. So he cranks up and he's like, yo, y'all need to get up out the way. He goes through this building, running people over, man. Running people over. And of course, he takes the axe off his chest. I should have mentioned that before. He got a battle axe. That emblem on his chest is an actual axe. Yes, this man was swinging, cutting arms. He was like, no, please get back. You can't do this. We're human beings.
That's a fucking mistake. He don't know it yet.
right,
I'm
you're
gonna beat his fucking.
Oh, now we're human beings. He wasn't just treating these people like they weren't human beings before. Okay, cool. Batman says, nah, you're roaches. And he flamed them up. He flamed them up. He flamed them up. He had a flamethrower, dude. He straight burned this building to the ground. He says only one way to deal with those. Only one way. Burning the house down, burning the flag down, burning these people. Burning, like Batman was on a tear out here. And then from that standpoint, you see the priest comes out with a medical bag. And the guy, one of the guys, I still say these guys are dead. Like, there's no way. He like, it hurts. Priest says, I know, son, just stay still. And Batman's like, why? And priest says, you have your way and I have mine. Now, this is where you go to the very last page. I won't say the very last page, but the very last page of this story. And you kind of like see him like hulking over because he just have memories of his father. Because there are some parts that I did skip in here where his father was speaking on like doing the right thing and how you can make a difference and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe Bruce thinking, damn, maybe I went a little too far. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. You did not. You did not. So, I will tell you this though. The dynamic between the priest and Batman. So let me tell you, I understand where the priest is coming from because as a priest, you're supposed to take care of everyone, no matter how good you are, no matter how wicked you are. It's just what that is, right? But Batman, nah, like you got your way, I got mine. It's that kind of thing. Like, I'm gonna put boots to ass. I'm gonna put fist to face. All right. I'm looking at these people like terrorizing these folks that just trying to survive, and they look different than you. I'm gonna rectify this mistake. I'm gonna burn this place to the freaking ground. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You do what you want to do, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna want to do from that standpoint, right? And I tell you, I savored that ass whooping. I savored that ass whooping. So again, this is a more brutal Batman. Okay, Batman still has that no kill policy, but there's a chance that you will never walk again. You're gonna be eating through a straw. You're gonna be missing an arm. You're gonna be missing a leg. It's gonna be permanent damage. There's no healing for you, okay? There's no like, I'm gonna hang you from these rafters just so I can get information, that kind of thing. It's not gonna be like that. No, I'm gonna take this axe off my chest and I'm gonna take body parts. That is what I'm gonna do. Like, the bat ears goes into your eyeballs. Like, this Batman is different, okay? And I'm pretty sure our main continuity Batman will have some issues with what this absolute Batman is doing. But again, I don't think he want that kind of smoke. So from that standpoint, though, I will say in this annual, there are 3 stories, right? And every single one of these stories are very, very good. And also, I skipped some key parts in this story that I talked about, because there are a few pages that are very, very important that I want you guys to go check out. And I want you guys to go to your LCS and get this comic. I will say this annual is hot, okay? This annual is hot because I went to my LCS and it was completely sold out the day of release, okay? within a few hours of release. So the second printing is on its way. So it's still pumping out more comics. It's just that it's very difficult to actually go find that annual and like to pay regular price for it, because some people bought it and I'm pretty sure it's on eBay and people are doubling the price for it, so you can go get it to get the first printing, because the first printing is what people want to look for when they're trying to make a profit or whatever the case may be. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on my copy of Absolute Batman Annual. I don't think people had an idea that it was going to be this hot, but it is definitely a hot ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a hot ticket. And I'm a strong proponent on what's going on. And shout out to Daniel Warren Johnson, because he is an avid like wrestling fan. Like if you want to read more of his stuff, read Transformers, right? Issues 1 through 24. Obviously, Robert Kirkman and Dan Moore took over for 25 and going on forward. But you see certain wrestling moves. You know what I'm saying? And there is a comic book series that I do have called Do a Powerbomb. And it didn't dawn on me at first that was him. But that is definitely a series in Image Comics that is literally wrestling with this art style. You understand? This is great stuff. Listen, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. And when you hit that notification bell, make sure you hit that drop down box that where it says all. Now, when it says all, you get notified on all of our content, whether it's live or recorded. So until next time, y'all, peace.